Hey DeKalb County, Jessica Shaw here. Hey, if there was ever a video that I needed you guys to share, it's this one. And I'm really sorry for the last minute notice, but we just come across something and there's a meeting tomorrow that we need as many people as possible to be at. So I'm going to walk you through real quick, just a short timeline. Last Tuesday, election day, there was a group that went to the county council meeting, okay? And they were talking about abatements. And during that meeting, if you were there, you heard some of the council members mention that they weren't aware of any abatement requests coming in. And they knew nothing about these solar panel companies, these developers, these foreign developers, if we call them what they are, asking for abatements. So that was on Tuesday, all right? On Thursday, November 10th, they send out this DeKalb County Council Notice of Tax Abatement Committee meeting, okay? 2 days after they publicly said, now you can't hear it in the video because if you remember that video was posted without sound, but if you were there, you heard them say it on Tuesday last week. 2 days later on Thursday, they send out this Notice of Tax Abatement Committee meeting. And let me read to you, I'll show you real quick so you can see. November 10th, that's when this was posted. And here's what it says. On Tuesday, November 15th, that's tomorrow, by the way, at 3:30, the DeKalb County Council Tax Abatement Committee will be meeting at DeKalb County Commissioner Courtroom, 100 South Main Street in Auburn. That's the courthouse. The purpose of the meeting is to discuss, listen to this, EDF Renewables Tax Abatement Application. 2 days after they say, we know nothing about these foreign developers wanting to request tax abatements, they put out a notice saying they want to have a meeting to discuss EDF Renewables Tax Abatement Application, for which the DeKalb County Council is the designating body. And then it just goes on to say that the notice is in accordance with the open door law per Indiana code, and it states the code, which means it's public and you're allowed to go. Okay? So 8th, we go to this meeting. They know nothing about it. At least they say they don't. 2 days later, they put out a notice saying that they want to have a meeting to discuss the application that has been submitted. I think we're all smart enough to understand that we're not getting the whole truth, and there's people who we elect that are not working for us, okay? Now here's the other kicker to that. They post this on the 10th on Thursday, and they're holding the meeting on Tuesday. They give us 5 days. They give you 5 days notice to get people here to voice your opinion and show that you're not okay with these foreign developers who are already getting government subsidies to come and ask for a tax abatement. And for those of you who didn't catch the tax abatement video, just a real quick educational bit here. We say that those tax abatements for these companies are like economic bribes. A tax abatement was set up for companies like Steel Dynamics, who promote growth, who give back to the community, who employ people, and who help a community grow. Yet this EDF Renewables, who is based out of France, who is bringing no jobs, maybe 4 people, okay, maybe 4 people. They're bringing no jobs. They're destroying our landscape. They're probably going to do the opposite of bringing people into our community, and they're going to push them out, are asking for the same tax abatement that companies like Steel Dynamics get. All right. And that's why we consider an economic bribe. They say, hey, if you don't make us pay this amount of money, we will pay this amount in the form of an economic development payment. And you get it kind of up front and you get to play and have fun with it. It doesn't have to go into that general fund. I'm a little worked up about it. Here's my other issue. Several times throughout this process, we have had people mention kind of the lack of support that they feel we have. There was a time where one of the county commissioners mentioned that there were 9,000 people who voted for him, and if I could get 4,500 to show up, that maybe it would be a conversation worth entertaining. He also is the same commissioner who said we have 42,000 people in this town and only 50 who don't want solar. We also had one of the county council members, the president, who calls us NIMBYs, not in my backyard, which is completely ignoring the fact that we have legitimate concerns, okay? He mentions at the end of one of his meetings that a good portion of these non-solar people aren't even registered voters. His implication is we don't have to worry about them because what we do isn't going to determine whether or not we get to remain in office because the people who don't want it aren't voting. That is their assumption, okay? And it is up to you. That should make you angry. It makes me angry. I have said all along that they are underestimating the heart and the dedication that the people in DeKalb County have. They have no idea what lengths we're willing to go to protect our residents, to protect our county, to protect our way of life, to protect our legacy, and to protect our culture, okay? We need you to contact your county council. I'm going to have attached to this video or in the comments, there's going to be emails for all the county council members. Here's the other thing. The phone number that's listed on there sends you to the auditor's office. You'll get Susan Sleeper, actually is who you're going to get if you call, but you're not going to get connected directly to any of the county council members. The only way you can contact them is if you email them. They're not even accessible to us. So we're going to give you their emails. But more than emailing them, we need you guys to show up tomorrow at 3:30. They said on the 8th they knew nothing about it. They posted a meeting on the 10th saying that they were going to be reviewing one of these solar developers' abatement applications 2 days after saying they knew nothing about it. And they gave the community 5 days to learn about it in hopes that nobody would show up to this meeting. These are people that we elect. They work for us. And they need to understand that you are not on EDF's side, okay? They are not working for these solar developers. They are working for the citizens of DeKalb County, and they're not going to understand that until we show up to the meetings and shove it in their face, okay? And I'm sorry I'm a little angry about this, but I don't appreciate the way that business is being done. I don't appreciate that they've let these developers come in and lie to some of our business owners, that they've lied to our citizens, that they call us NIMBYs instead of realizing the concerns that we have are legitimate and we're looking out to try to protect the residents. I am not anti-solar, okay? I would put solar on my house if this was about taking some pressure off of the grid, going clean, and giving back to the residents, but it's not. That's not what it's about at all. So tomorrow, 3:30, DeKalb County Commissioner Courtroom. Leave work early. We need you guys to be there. Please show up.